Hello everyone, welcome back. We're going to make that subscribe button that you just saw on the screen. You have to have a picture of a bell because we're going to have to mask that out. We need the mask for the new extrude nodes that are in Resolve here. So make sure you have that ready. And we'll start out with a fusion composition. You can find that in the effects. I'm at a 30 frame per second frame rate. Grab a new fusion composition, bring it down the timeline, and go to fusion. For those of you that don't know me, I have to use this on-screen keyboard due to health reasons. Click right about here. 3D shape. Merge. Camera. And render. Select the 3D merge. Shift spacebar. And we want a directional light. If Buy Me a Cup of Coffee works this time, there will be a free preset in the description below. Okay, put merge 1 into viewer 1 and the render node in viewer 2. Select the shape node. Go up around to shape. Change it from plane to cube. These are the values we're going to need for that. So deselect the lock width, height, and depth. Right now we're concerned only with the height and the depth. .2 by 0.06 on the depth. Select the camera node in the inspector under transform, translation, z-axis. We'll move the camera back. You'll see the camera move back in viewer 1 and start seeing our composition in viewer 2. Let's change the width of this to 0.75. Let's go back to the camera node and select Use Target. Now the directional light, select that. Go to the inspector. Select Use Target. Translation, Z value, we'll move it back. The Y value, we'll move it up and down. X value, we'll move it left and right. Take it out to about 2.5. 2.6. And that's good for now. We'll probably have to readjust it later anyhow. Now I'll go back to the shape node, right click, copy, paste instance. Merge them together. Now if you don't know what an instance is, it's a copy of whatever node you took it off of. Everything highlighted in green indicates that if you change that value, it will change them in both. So there's some things we have to de-instance here. Start out with the width, right click, and de-instance. Go to transform, under translation, X value, right click, and de-instance. And we're going to rotate that to the left, and you'll see it's bringing another one out from the original. Now let's go to controls and make that one 0.25. Then go back to transform, and we're going to move it over. Let's get some color on it so we can see this line. Go to the original shape node. Go to materials. Select red. Now let's go back to the instance. In the inspector under materials, we're going to de-instance these colors. Red, green, and blue. Right click. Okay, now we can change this color. Something like a whitish gray. We can always change it later. I'll get up close here so I can move these two together. Select the instance node in the inspector under transform. If you don't already know, if you hold the Alt key down and you adjust these by the numeral, not the dial, they'll adjust in one numeral increments instead of 10 at a time. That should be good right there, but we can always come back to it. Okay, move them out of the way. Okay. Click away right about here. Shift spacebar and S polygon. And then shift spacebar again. Extrude. Now we're going to bring our picture of the bell in. Put it in viewer 1. Select the S polygon node. And we'll mask this out. If you don't already know, if you hold down the control key, you can adjust these handles much easier. They'll move one at a time. Okay, that looks good. Okay, there we go. Put that merge 3D2 back in viewer 1. And you should have what I have. Select the extrude node. Up in the inspector, you'll see you have all the controls you do in a normal 3D text. Take the excursion all the way out for now. Set the bevel depth and width at 0.02. And then go to transform. Go down to scale. We're going to use a translation to move it up and down and left and right, and forward and backward. Okay, something like that. Let's leave that until we get the text on. Let's add a merge right here. And let's add another one right there for now. And select the 3D text node. Select it, go up in the box and type in subscribe. Bring the size way down. Go down here to excursion. Take the excursion depth all the way up. And again, the bevel depth and bevel width, 0.02. Okay, back to transform. Let's make our text smaller first. I'm going to go to viewer 1 for a minute. Let's go back to the transform. The Y value, move the text down. Let's add some tracking to it and spread the text apart a little bit. That looks pretty good to me. Go back to 2 viewers. We can change the light so we can see the 3D much better in viewer 1. Now we want to bring that text out so it's even with the bell. So back to text node. Under transform, translation, Z-axis. Sorry, I don't have a middle mouse wheel to move it around like you guys do. My controller don't have that. I just want to make sure we are touching. Okay, let's go back to the text node. Select custom. We want to make this edge more rounded. It's got a flat surface on it. Select that first one. Hit F on the keyboard for flatten. Grab this little handle and bring it all the way to the left. Now if you look in viewer 1, our text has a nice rounded edge on it. Let's go to the extrude node. Do the same. Under controls, select custom. Select that first one and hit F on the keyboard for flatten. Okay. Now we're going to add hit shift spacebar and add replace material. If you go up here to the left, under effects, templates, fusion, shaders, and grab a chrome. Now we have chrome on our bell. So the same here. Select the text node, shift spacebar, replace material, and now we have chrome text. Select the replace material node and hit shift spacebar. And we want transform 3D. Make sure it's connected. Move this to here. Select this merge and same thing. Move this back. We have to move this transform. Hold the shift key down. And when the line turns colors to blue and yellow, then let go and it'll connect. Okay, now we have the whole thing rotating. Get these organized a little bit here. Okay, we'll go ahead and animate this now. Put your playhead at frame 10. Okay, we're going to animate this part first. So we'll select this transform. Again, playhead at frame 10. In the inspector, under rotation, X value, set a keyframe. Go to frame 50. And rotate that to the right to 360. Now we'll do the same with the other one. Go back to frame 10. Select the other transform. Keyframe on the X value again. Go to frame 50. We're going to rotate this one to the left to minus 360. Okay, now go to the render node. Enable lighting and shadows. Go to frame 90. Select transform 3. Set a keyframe and the X value again. Go to frame 130. And rotate that to 270. I'm sorry, 720. Got my numerals backwards. Go back to transform 3, the top one. Which is the left side, the bell. Put your playhead at frame 90 again. Set a keyframe. Playhead at 130. And rotate that to minus 720. Looks like I have a gap here still. If you do, I'm going to the instance node under transform. And you can tighten that gap up. Make sure your bell is still in the center in case it moved differently from the rectangle. Mine's still lined up. Tie your render into your media out. Take that into viewer 2. Also, under the render node, select that again. Go to render type and switch to hardware render. That will let it render out much faster. Okay, back down to Fusion. Open your spline. Want to select the transform, both of them. Go over here to zoom to fit. Go here to select all. And then hit F as in Frank to flatten them. Okay, that looks good. Now we'll go ahead and save it. I'll show you how to do that. If you want to do any adjusting to your light, now's the time to do it. I am going to take let's go to the camera and under pivot, let's move the pivot X value to the left to center it. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to go back up here to the translation Z value and move it a little bit closer. It'll be fully adjustable on the edit page in the inspector later on anyhow. So if you want to size it, move it around, you can do so. I'll show you at the end. Give it a quick check up here. Looks pretty centered. Gap looks good. Could be a little bit tighter maybe, but I'm happy with that. Okay, now we'll save it. Select all of that. Right click any node and group. Right click on the group. Go to save as. Give it a name. I already have mine in here, so I'm just going to name mine sub. You can save it in any folder or on your desktop. Now you want to go up to the effects again. Under titles, I have my own folder made. Click on it and then right click and hit show folder. Here's the one we made, so I'll copy it and paste it in my folder. I'll go back to the edit page and we'll find it. This is the one right here. Now we'll bring a solid color generator and put under it to make sure it's transparent. Now to adjust it, move it around, just select it. Go to the inspector under settings. To reset it, just double click. Well, there you go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.